you love that lasts forever, and a promise to be near each time you call, and a heart that's all my own, for you and you alone. That's all, that's all. I can only give you country walks in springtime, and a hand to hold when leaves begin to fall, and a love whose burning light can warm the winter's night. That's all, that's all. There are those, I'm sure, who have told you they would give you the world for a toy. All I have is these arms to enfold you, and a love even time can't destroy. If you're wondering what I'm asking in return, dear, you'll be glad to know that my demands are small. Say it's me that you'll adore, for now and evermore. That's all, that's all.
Very
That's quite a bit to ask, isn't it? But that's all you have to give back. And that's all I had to give back to him. But he was so good to me. We were married 57 years. I lost him 10 years ago. But I had him 57. I was 58 when you think of all the love letters he wrote before we finally got married. He was in the Army, stationed at Fort Jackson. And I was a Columbia girl. And he came to my church where we had dances and shuffleboard, ping pong, checkers, things like that, and just had some good times together. And then all of a sudden, about 2 weeks later, he said, "We're shipping out tomorrow." And he was gone. I didn't think I would ever see him again. But my girlfriend, she was Baptist. She didn't come to the dance. She went with me that Sunday afternoon, and she met the love of her life that very day, her special Valentine. And it wasn't Valentine's Day. It was in March. But after they left, she started writing to Tom and to Gene. And she called me one day at work and she said, "Gene wants you to write to him." "Oh, I don't think so, Francis. He told me he was shipping out, but he didn't ask for my address." He said, No, Mary, he keeps asking about you. Write him a letter." That was in 1945. They left in March of 45. I wrote him. That was the summertime, some day. And I didn't get anything back, and I said, "See, he didn't want me to write to him. He didn't even write me back." But in September, I got a letter from Gene, and he said, "I was glad to get your letter. I hope we can chat some more. I didn't write sooner because I just got it yesterday. We'd been fighting in Okinawa. The war ended there. We were on board ship headed for Japan to fight, and we found out on board ship the war in the Pacific was over." That was August 1945, if you remember your history. And so he got my first letter in September. And I didn't write right back because I had quit my job and was going to the University of South Carolina, majoring in music, which was my mother's dream. And I didn't think he was serious about me writing, so I didn't write it back. In November, I got another letter from Gene, and he said, "I have been waiting 7 weeks for you to write back to me. And I'm worried about Frances. She wrote pretty regularly there for a while, and I hope she's not sick. Let me know if she's okay." I wrote back and I said, "Don't worry about Frances. Don't worry about Tom. He got out of the Army." That was his buddy. And he came to Columbia, and they got married. Just a little yard wedding they had. And I said, "They're in New York City now." So he said, "I won't worry about either one of them anymore. That's wonderful. And please write to me." Well, I wrote, but I was very hesitant. Because I hadn't known him in about 2 weeks. And he started writing the most beautiful love letters. I thought, I'm not going to fall for this. He's just giving me a line. And when he goes into, I knew the instant I looked at you, you were the girl for me for the rest of my life. Now, what girl's going to believe that line? Not this girl. I've been around soldiers enough to know how they talk and when they walk. And I'm not going to fall for it. But I finally said to him one day, "Tom told me you had a girlfriend." There was a girl that had her eyes on Gene one night at the dances. And looked like she looked at me like, "You can forget about him, he's mine." So I really had no hopes for him. But he says, "I don't know why Tom told you that. That girl didn't mean anything to me. I knew the instant I looked at you, you were the girl for me for the rest of my life." Now, I couldn't believe that line. I thought, that's just a line, and I'm not going to fall for it. But I felt better when he said that other girl didn't mean anything to him. And we kept writing. It took me a long time before I finally said, "I felt the same way you did last March, but I didn't think I had a chance." What do you think? He proposed. And I said, "Whoa, let's wait till you get back." He said, "Please don't write a hasty note to my proposal." I said, this is not a no, but let's wait till you get back, Gene. He was stuck in Hawaii several months, about 8 months. And I said, let's wait till you get back and we'll talk about it when you come see it. Well, he finally came back in April of 46. And I thought, if he gets off that train, I'm just going to stand right here and see if he knows who I am. And he came running to me, and he put down his suitcase, and he hugged me and kissed me right in front of God and everybody. But everybody kissed at the train station, so it was wonderful. And our first kiss. And later that day, he proposed again. And I said, yes, I will marry you. I have to finish this school year. I can't walk out in April. My parents will be disappointed I don't go 4 years and graduate, but I'll be out at the end of June. Well, we waited till October, thinking by then he could find us a place to live. He couldn't. He couldn't find a place to live. We had to move in with his mother. His mother, named Mary also. She wasn't too keen about this southern girl. I couldn't bake a pie or bake a cake. I could scramble eggs and cook some veggies and things, but I didn't know how to bake or anything like that. But anyway, it took her a long time to realize Gene wasn't completely wrong in choosing me. And we had a lovely church wedding in October 1946. We're married 57 years. But anyway, time goes on. And time after time, you'll hear me say that I'm so lucky to be loving you. So lucky to be the one you run to see in the evening when the day is through. I only know what I know, the passing years will show. You've kept our love so young, so new. And time after time, you'll hear me say that I'm so lucky to be loving you. Did you ever hear that one?
Oh, yeah.
That's an old one. They had it on for a Kraft cheese commercial for a while there. And I said, that has nothing to do with cheese. That is supposed to be a love song between a man and a woman. Well, I guess they sold some extra cheese because he came running home for the cheese. And I said, I remember those words. I better pull that one out of my bonnet and put it into my song list. But anyway, I hope you folks have a good day.
Thank
I hope
you.
tomorrow's even better than today.
Thank you so
It
much.
does rain. You have to come back again tomorrow? What day?
Monday.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
it's good. I just
Yeah.
this day.
Yeah.